Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shmeet back here with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about a new topic. It's gonna be whether LaMelo Ball is better than these other NBA point guards, because I think he already is at like an upper echelon of NBA point guards already in his rookie season, only halfway into it. And we're going to spark up some controversy in this video. You may disagree. You can leave it in the comment section below, but I have my own subjective opinion, and you guys have yours too. So the first player that we're going to be, kind of comparing him to is a big one. We're going to start off with a big one in Ja Morant. Is LaMelo Ball already better than Ja Morant? Overall, I would say yes. Obviously, I'm not gonna memorize stats. I saw one comment on one of my ranking videos, and it was like, "You don't even memorize all their stats." Yeah, I'm not like a super NBA nerd and memorize every person's stats. But from a subjective opinion, I would say LaMelo Ball is already better than Ja Morant. If you look at scoring, I would say Ja Morant's better than LaMelo overall because Ja Morant can score at all three levels a little better than LaMelo can. He has more athleticism. But overall, from a passing standpoint, from a defending standpoint, I would say LaMelo is already better than Ja Morant. Next player we have here, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is a tough one because they're very different players, LaMelo Ball and Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is kind of a Draymond Green type, as I referenced in one of my other videos. He really gives you everything out there. He gives you defense, a little bit of ball handling, a lot of playmaking, and he just makes everybody better. So right now, I would say Marcus Smart is better than LaMelo Ball. I am a sucker for those plug-and-play players. A lot of media would say, LaMelo is better than Marcus Smart for, what he gives you out there. But I would say Marcus Smart is better than LaMelo Ball as of right now. If you give me the same question next season, where LaMelo Ball has a year under his belt, I might say LaMelo. Next player, we have Malcolm Brogdon. This is a tough one because Malcolm Brogdon on the Indiana Pacers in 2 years really solidified himself as a very, efficient player. And LaMelo really hasn't hit that efficiency standpoint so far in his career, which is obvious because, he's a rookie point guard. But even looking back on Malcolm Brogdon's rookie year, he was an efficient player, and, he's always been that efficient type. So I would say Malcolm Brogdon is better than LaMelo Ball this year. Obviously, with most of these players, things will change. I mean, LaMelo is only a rookie, guys, and he's halfway through his rookie year. So the sample size isn't that big. But yeah, I would say Malcolm Brogdon so far is better than LaMelo Ball so far. Next player we have here is D'Angelo Russell, or better known as D'Lo by most T-Wolves fans. He's been out for most of this year. He's been injured. I am one of those people that think he's criminally overrated, guys. I don't see the big appeal to D'Lo. He had that All-Star season in Brooklyn a couple years ago. He had like a 40 or 50 point game on the Warriors, and he's been really off and on. I don't see the appeal of D'Angelo Russell. I think he's way overhyped. And which he did carry that team in Brooklyn, but since then, has he really done anything really special? I don't think so. So for right now, I would put LaMelo Ball above D'Lo because LaMelo Ball has always been available this year. I don't think he's missed a game yet. If he has, it's been one. And LaMelo, defends better than D'Lo. D'Lo doesn't even he can't even guard like a house that's just sitting there. LaMelo's a better passer. Scoring is a little bit iffy. I think I might take D'Lo, but overall I would take LaMelo over D'Lo right now. I'm looking at another point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. I would easily say LaMelo's better than Spencer Dinwiddie. De'Aaron Fox is a tough one, because De'Aaron Fox this year has really solidified himself as a top point guard in today's NBA. He was a serious all-star snub. You could make a case with him above Mike Conley. But I want to look up his stats for a minute because I have not watched like many Kings basketball, and I think this would give me a good reference of where he's at. I mean, 23 points a game is pretty good for De'Aaron Fox, and I've noticed this year he's really expanded his game to the 3-point line, and he's hitting like step back threes all of a sudden. So I would say De'Aaron Fox is better than LaMelo Ball. I mean, he's the fastest guy in the league. He knows how to get to the rim. He knows how to pass. He knows how to defend, and he's starting to knock down that three. And I think he's at this point in their careers, I think De'Aaron Fox is better than LaMelo. This is a tough one. We have Kemba Walker versus LaMelo. Kemba Walker is struggling as of late, especially on the defensive end, which most people don't really care about. But he was not known as a defensive presence throughout his career, and teams are actually starting to realize that on the Boston Celtics. And it's taken a turn for the worse, guys. I don't know how much better Kemba Walker can make himself. I would say he's still a better scorer than LaMelo, but you have to realize LaMelo's defense is criminally underrated. His steals, he's 6'8". He can block a shot if he really wants to. So as of right now, I would put him as equal. Kemba Walker was with my Hornets. So I don't want to do him justice and say LaMelo's already better than Kemba. So I'm going to put him as equal because I can't do Kemba like that. Mike Conley or LaMelo. Mike Conley is an all-star, as everybody may know. Mike Conley, to me, is a little bit better than LaMelo. It's hard to say that, guys, because Mike Conley, he benefits with playing with other great players. You saw what he did on Memphis, and I think he's hit his peak. But I think his peak is a little bit better than LaMelo is right now. I don't really know what else to say about that. Because that's kind of a really hot take, and I know a lot of Jazz fans follow me, and they might be upset if I put LaMelo above Mike Conley. Next one is a debate that I've seen for a little bit. It sparked up in the media a little bit. It's Trae Young or LaMelo. This is a tough one because Trae Young is a insane scorer. I mean, he's I don't know what his career average is. It has to be like 26, 27 points a game. It's 25 points a game, which just tells you that, he came in the league and he was a certified baller. He's statistically one of the worst defenders in the NBA, which doesn't sit well. I mean, his last coach kind of called him out on it, and we'll see. I forget what their new coach is. It was their assistant coach. I think it's Nate McMillan. He was the Indiana Patriot coach as well. But it'll be interesting because Nate McMillan is a defensive-minded coach, and Trae Young doesn't play any defense. So back to the debate. This is a hard one, guys. I'm gonna put him as equal because Trae Young is way above LaMelo as it comes to scoring. But, passing, I would say they're pretty equal. Defending, LaMelo's a lot better. So I'm going to put him as equal. I mean, they're really different players, so it's kind of hard to debate that. We're getting into some better point guards. We got Ben Simmons or LaMelo. This is pretty obvious, guys. A lot of people hate on Ben Simmons, but this guy's a defensive player of the year candidate this year, and he knows how. People don't understand that even though he doesn't take threes, he gives so many threes to his teammates, which pretty much makes up for it. So I would easily say that Simmons is better than LaMelo as of right now. Jamal Murray. I don't think you can make a case for LaMelo being better than Jamal Murray right now. The same with Kyrie, same with Chris Paul. People don't realize that Chris Paul means so much to his teams that he goes to. And yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for me, guys. If you like this video, subscribe. And yeah, we're posting daily content, and you could be a part of my road to 400 subscribers. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys.